Hey, it's your boy Vince with ShotzFyred.com. I'm here with James Leija Jr. How's it going, bro?
Going good, man.
How's training camp going so far?
It's going good. I feel strong, dropping my weight like I should. Everything is going according to plan right now.
What actually weight are you fighting at?
I'm scheduled to fight at 142.
142. Now, is that your normal walking around weight?
I haven't fought at 142 in about 2 years, but my normal walking around weight is probably about 155 or so. My last fight that was in Houston, that was planned for Houston, I was supposed to fight at 145. I hit 144 pretty easy, so we decided to drop a little bit lower for this one.
Now, being at that, is it hard to drop down that far, to 142? Is it a struggle for you or not?
Not really. The way that I handle my weight is I'm very strict on my diet and everything like that, so my weight kind of drops pretty good. It's not a real struggle for me. Like I know other boxers have some struggles with it, but for me it's pretty easy.
That's good. Now, talking about weight, we see it all the time right now. There's professional fighters that are struggling to make weight. Like, what do you think about that? I mean, they go up there, they're a pound over or 2 pounds over. What is your feelings about that? About professional fighters not making weight?
For me, it's more of a slap in their opponent's face when they don't make weight. I don't doubt that they're not working hard in the ring or doing their runs or anything like that. I'm sure every boxer does that, but the difference that separates the boxers from being able to make weight, the boxers that make weight that don't make weight, is what they eat. For me, I eat 6 times a day, and I'm still making weight. But most boxers will starve themselves and do it the wrong way, and it's a little harder that way. But for me, I do it the right way.
Okay. Now, you talked about your first fight was supposed to be in Houston, Kirkland, Canelo undercard, right?
Undercard.
Now, what's the difference, nerve-wise? You're going to fight in front of 40,000 people compared to fighting in your own backyard here in San Antonio with everybody here. Are the nerves different? Is it the same? How do you go into that?
They're a little similar, mainly because I didn't get in the ring that day, so I still have to fight my first fight. If I had gotten in the ring on that first undercard, maybe I would have felt a little better about this one. The nerves are still there. I believe, any fight that I go into, I'm going to be nervous, of course. I mean, you're in a fight, but I think the crowd, having the crowd in my corner here, I think it gives me a little more confidence. It gives me a little bit more to fight for. As in Houston, no one really knew me or anything like that, but here I have a lot of people coming to support me. Now,
there's a couple of other fighters from San Antonio up and coming like yourself. Do you feel the movement in San Antonio is going to be like on your back? Do you feel it's going to be, like with everything that's going on in San Antonio, it's a pretty big boxing town. Do you feel it, the pressure of San Antonio on your back?
Not really. I feel like I'm in a long line of up-and-coming boxers. I still haven't had my first fight. There's plenty of guys that deserve a lot of recognition. There's Ivan Nahida, Hector Tanajada that are really coming up, and they deserve all that recognition as well. I'm just in a long line of up-and-coming boxers that are hoping to make our name known.
Now, James, let's get to know a little bit more about you. Past or present, any kind of boxer, if you could say you resemble somebody, who would it be?
I would say if I can resemble any type of boxer, the boxer that I would like to resemble the most is Jorge Linares. He's from Japan, and I feel like I resemble him the most, as I'm more of a technician than anything else. My dad says I reflect more of a Victor Ortiz style, but that's in sparring, that's in the gym, and I think come fight night, come August 8th, I have a better feel, I have a better understanding of who I look like in reality, in the real fight. But I try to duplicate those two guys. I feel like Jorge Linares is my influence, is my biggest influence, and I feel like I try to duplicate him as much as I can. More of like counter punching than more of brawling? Boxer brawler. Okay. Or boxer puncher. I have some powers, but I'm not one to go in there and slug with you. I'm more to pick you apart. I'm more of a technician.
Okay, now everybody knows who your dad is, but not only that, to have family in your corner, is that like a family business? You're like, man, I kind of don't want that, or do you accept that? Do you like that? Does that give you more confidence when you're in the ring?
It gives me confidence in the ring when I have my family in my corner, because they're the ones that are going to tell me the truth. They're the ones that are going to let me know if I'm down in the fight, or if I'm losing the fight, I need to pick it up. I need to knock him out. That's the comfortability that comes with having family in the ring. If you have another trainer from somewhere else, they could be lying to you. They could be just in it for the payday. But with my family in the ring, they'll never lie. They'll always be straight with me.
They'll tell you just how it is.
Exactly.
We're good or bad, right?
Exactly.
Now, you always train here in San Antonio. You've never trained anywhere else, or is that?
I've always done my camp here in San Antonio. I visited other gyms when I was fighting in Houston. I visited gyms up there and trained there. But this has always been my home base. I've always trained here.
Now, talking about training camp here for August 8th, it's the San Antonio Event Center, correct?
Yes.
Good sparring. You're already 2 weeks away now. How's sparring going?
Sparring's going good. I've been sparring with Steve Hall, who's the main event for August 8th. Sparring's been going well. Just working on different things, working on my boxing ability, my technique. You can never perfect your technique, so you're always working on that constantly, and just working on getting more rounds in me.
Are you a fighter that watches other film on your opponents, or?
I do every now and then, but most of the time I try to avoid it. I just really look at what he throws, what punches he's open for, what I could throw more. But when you look at film, it's really give and take, because you're looking at somebody else's strategy against his, and it's not really my strategy. So the things that he does well, sometimes it's just he just did it well because the strategy the other guy was using wasn't that great. But so I look at it, but I really just focus on him and not so much his opponent or anything.
Okay, last question here, man. I appreciate you. Kind of get to know you a little bit better. If we were to go to your car right now, you turn on your radio, who would you be jamming out to?
Kendrick Lamar.
What's that?
Kendrick Lamar, man.
That's what's up, man. And we appreciate you from ShotzFyred.com. We support you. We'll be there August 8th. You'll make San Antonio proud.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.